And a wonderful evening to everyone out there in basketball land. I'm Todd Duke. Welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. And we're going to get you ready for a little JV action, Kahok style, as Madison provides the opposition tonight for both the JV and the varsity team. Before we get going with the JV boys, though, the freshman boys played, but they did not play Madison. They played Redbud. And the final score of that one, a very low-scoring affair. Collinsville won 27-22, the freshmen did, over Redbud. And that was a close game. It was very tight all throughout. And they were tied at 22 with about 90 seconds left. And Collinsville clamped down the defense, did not let Madison score again during the rest of that fourth quarter. So Collinsville, they really took the lead on a couple of free throws. A couple of guys in the free throw lane hitting everything when they are supposed to. So 27-22. Congratulations to the freshman boys on their win. Collinsville JV team under Eric Anderson. He is the head varsity coach. He's the assistant under head coach Darren Lee on the varsity team. And Eric Anderson's got his JV boys flying, man. They are 7-0 on the year, and they have some pretty impressive numbers across the way. Most notably, that would be field goal percentage. They're over 50%. Anytime you can get over 50% shooting, then you're pretty good. That's 54.2 for them. They dropped down a little bit on the three-point shot. They were over 50% for a few games, but now they're at 43.2. Things leveling off there a bit, and they've upped their number at the free throw line. I think last time I did a JV game, I had them at 63-something. It's at 67.9 now. So they are doing very well, and their rebounding effort is just tremendous. They are averaging 32.3 rebounds per game, while their opponents are only getting about 23.9 of those rebounds. So the JV boys looking pretty good this year. Madison, we do not know a lot about them on either side of the ball, actually, JV or varsity. Varsity does not have any stats online anywhere. I checked Max Preps. I checked the STL Today site, and no stats on the varsity boys. I don't expect them to have JV because they don't carry JV stats. But here's what we do know. We do know starters, and the Madison Trojans, who are out there in their dark green uniforms. By the way, I tried green Friday night versus Metro East Lutheran as the background of the Madison on my scoreboard, and then I tried it today, and it just doesn't work. For some reason, it ends up transparent, and you can see the purple seats in the background as the camera goes by, so we just went ahead and made the background black. Their colors are green and white, but my letters are in white, so that wouldn't have worked out too well. Starters for the Madison Trojans as they take the first three-point shot of this game. That was taken by Berlin Reed. And Reed misses, and Collinsville gets the rebound. Out there along with Reed is DeByron Boyd. He is a 5'8" freshman. Reed, by the way, a 5'5" sophomore. Darian Enlow, a 6-foot freshman. Jalen Williams, also another 6-foot freshman. And the tallest guy out there for Madison right now is Vant Tucker IV, a 6'2" junior. Foul, and the first foul of the game belongs to DeByron Boyd. And up at the free throw line, that is Mr. Chambers. Zach Chambers. He wasn't even on my, I guess he was on my starters list, maybe. At any rate, Chambers comes in having hit 2 for 5 and just missed both of those. Rebound belongs to Madison. And we'll get to the Collinsville starters here in just a moment. That is DeByron Boyd, the 5'8" freshman. On the outside wing, far side, gets past Alex Lorsback, who's on the court obviously as a starter, along with Devin Davis, the 6'1" junior, Matt Clark, the 6'3" junior. Jake Wilkinson, the team leader in points, the 6'2" sophomore, and we already mentioned Zach Chambers being out there, the 6'7" freshman. Another shot from beyond, and that one fails to hit the mark as well, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jayhawks bring it up, looking for their first points. Both teams looking for their first points. Here's Chambers in the paint. Turnaround shot rolls all the way around the rim. And the rebound is kept in. But Collinsville keeps it, and Clark puts it up. He can't get it to go. And then Chambers is fouled again underneath the basket. And Chambers will head back to the free throw line again. Foul on Jalen Williams. And for the second time, Chambers is at the free throw line shooting 2, missed the first 2, and takes care of that one. Collinsville is on the board. One more coming for Mr. Zach Chambers, and this time he hits both. Found the groove after missing the first couple. Madison's ball, trapped in the corner. Over there is Boyd. He is double teamed by Davis and Clark, and it pays off. Off the glass, 2 for Davis. And Collinsville now out to a 4-0 lead. Inbound pass getting ready to come in from Enlow. If he can get it in, he does so to Boyd, and then Boyd double dribble. See? That backcourt pressure, man, it'll mess with you. Timeout called by Tavares Young. He's the head coach of the JV team for the Trojans, and we'll take a timeout as well. We are back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. Andy Albertina on the camera for us tonight, both games. Dr. Chris McCluskey supposed to be along to provide us a little color commentary for the varsity contest. Here is Davis. Thought about the three, pulled it back, lowers back, over to Wilkinson. He dumps it off just inside the paint, and 2 more points for Zach Chambers. Zach Chambers now has 4, and another whistle, and the ball is out of bounds. Another pressure turnover there, and Collinsville has pressured 3 turnovers in a row. Inbound pass comes into Chambers. Gets it out onto the perimeter for Davis, just outside the lane for Clark. Oh, nice give and go, and just wasn't able to finish was Chambers after a feed from Lorsback. And the rebound belongs to Madison. Here is Enlow. Enlow on the left wing. 5:45 left to play here in this opening quarter. Over to Boyd. Boyd backs all the way up near midcourt. Now makes his move, top of the key for 3. That one hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Chambers got his hands on it, knocked it down. Davis comes away with it, and Davis dumps it off to Clark. Clark with a head fake, too strong though on the put up, and that one ends up going out of bounds. Last touch by Collinsville. That's the Kahawks' first turnover in this quarter. First substitution. I don't have a number 3. Happens every time. Over to Enlow. If anybody knows who number 3 is out there, you Trojan fans, let me know. I can look on the varsity thing and see if Davion Hayden, a junior, could that be him? Here is Enlow, and Enlow travels with it. Tucked the ball in like he was running in a football game. Davion Hayden? Okay. Found out it was Hayden. Collinsville with the ball. Over on the wing, that's Wilkinson. Inside to Chambers once again. Chambers, even though he had the hands of Hayden in front of his face, hits for 2 more. Chambers already up to 6 points. Back to Madison. Here is Enlow. Enlow all the way back at the Kahawk logo at center court. He directs traffic. Lowers back. Watches him. And a screen put on. A little screen by Tucker, but it doesn't work. 5th turnover already for Madison. Here comes Collinsville. Lowers back all the way up to Clark. Clark back out front to Lowers back. Into the corner for Clark. Now at the top of the key for Wilkinson. Davis for 3 from the wing. That's good. Moving that ball around that perimeter quite nicely, the Kahawks are, and they're out to an 11-0 lead. And now another turnover. Lors back off the glass, good for another 2. That prompts Coach Young to take yet another timeout, so we will step aside right along with him. This would have been a masked timeout anyway, so we'll step aside for just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, Andy Albertina on the camera. We have halfway completed this first quarter, and Collinsville has scored 13 points while not allowing Madison a single point as of yet. Here is Darren Enlow. Enlow back over here now to this left wing for Boyd. Boyd brings it back over and gives it to Hayden. And over on the far wing, Enlow gives it back top of the key. Madison trying to get it inside. They've taken nothing but three-point shots so far, and so far they are 0 for 4 from beyond the three-point stripe, and every time they shoot one and miss, Collinsville comes away with the rebound. Here's a nice little run by Weisinger. Jamari Weisinger, the 5'10 freshman in the game for the first time. And a rebound belongs to Madison, and another turnover by the Trojans. That's their sixth. 3:16 left to play here in this first quarter. 13-0 in favor of Collinsville. And here is Weisinger bringing the ball up. Also on the floor for the first time tonight for Collinsville is Nick Horace. And, wow, we have a number 10 on our team, and I don't know who that is either. Here's Horace for three, and that one just misses off to the left. Rebound this time belongs to Madison. There's Enlow. Gives it up. Three-point shot on the way again. This one from Hayden. No good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jayhawks bring it back up. Jayhawks have a 13-0 lead. Here's Weisinger. Weisinger takes it from the top of the key. Over on the left wing, there's room. He takes it outside the lane, kicks the shot, can't get it to go. And the rebound bounces off somebody and right back to him. And unfortunately, he was out of bounds. So that's a turnover. Collinsville's second. 2:25 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Enlow again. Enlow back at midcourt. Weisinger shadows him. A couple of swipes at the ball. No good. Hayden back out front for Boyd. Over onto this wing for Enlow. Another three-point shot coming. Collinsville's not giving up any room inside, so that's forcing Madison to take a number of three-point shots, and they haven't hit one yet. And a roll across the rim. Rebound belongs to Weisinger, and the turnover belongs to Madison. Here comes Boyd. Boyd had the ball knocked out of his hands. And the inbound pass will come in from the Trojans all the way to the outside. Hayden with it. Into the corner it goes. Enlow dribbles into the perimeter. Stops. Drops. Nope. Won't fall. And this time the rebound belongs to Collinsville, and Weisinger fouled while he was wrestling that ball away. Inbound pass will come in from Alex Lorsback. 5'9" junior for Collinsville. Into the freshman, Weisinger. What are we talking about here? So they're trying to figure out who number 13 is. Okay. Cameron Trammell is into the game, 5'9" sophomore. I think the problem was that he didn't check in with the scorer's table before he went in. So they had to stop for a moment. We're down to 90 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Here's Weisinger. Far side sideline. Cuts over toward the top of the key. Now into the paint. Takes the shot off the glass. Too hard. But Weisinger will head to the free throw line for a couple of freebies. Second foul on Boyd. And Weisinger at the free throw line this year is at 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8. One more shot coming for the freshman. And he makes both. We are down to 120. So far, the Trojans have been shut out here in this first quarter. Here's Enlow. Crosses the line with 1:15 to play. Top of the key. Weisinger was with him the whole way. Now fires a pass over to Reed. Reed from the right wing gets double teamed and tries to get around using one of his players as a screen, but the double team stays and the ball gets thrown away. And Collinsville will try to take advantage of yet another turnover with 59.7 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. Here's Weisinger once again over to Lorsbach. Lorsbach from the right wing, pulls out of the perimeter, top of the key, gives it up for Horace. Horace back to Weisinger. Lorsbach backs up in the slot between the center court circle and the top of the key. Now takes it over onto the left wing. Out front to Horace. Horace lost the ball and then gets it back. Gives to Lorsbach. Lorsbach slows things down again, and with 20 seconds left, Collinsville will reset their offense. Lorsbach outside. Weisinger. Weisinger, top of the key for Horace. Nick Horace, the 6-foot freshman, far side, 5 seconds left. Here he goes, outside the lane. Couldn't get rid of the ball and travels. So a chance for Madison, but not much of one. 2.2 seconds left. We'll have to throw it in and heave it. They do so. Over to Reed. Reed from half court. Throws the ball up, and it hits one of the rafters, and that's the way that this first quarter comes to a close. 15-0 in favor of Collinsville after one quarter of play. We'll take a break, come back with second quarter action in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Collinsville gets the ball first here as we begin quarter number 2. Kahawks 15-0 after one quarter of play. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger into the corner now and comes out of the corner onto the right wing. Trying to work himself around Enlow. Enlow's all over him like today's 5 o'clock shadow. Here's Weisinger. Baseline shot too short. Never did hit anything. That's a turnover, the 5th turnover for Collinsville. Here is Enlow. Bounce pass underneath and off the glass and finally through Reed gets the Trojans on the board. Here's Weisinger. Over to Devin Davis. Top of the key. Wilkinson gives it up to Horace. Horace drives the lane too hard off the glass. Collinsville's done that a couple of times. They're just shooting a little bit too hard that close in, and the ball is connecting with glass, and then it skips off the rim, and there's a nice little drive, and the end result is Hayden with 2 from a strange angle, and our first Collinsville foul will put young Mr. Hayden on the free throw line. First foul of the game for Collinsville belongs to Jake Wilkinson. At the free throw line, young Mr. Hayden, and he misses. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here's Weisinger. Weisinger will hand the ball off to Horace. Horace. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the left wing. Brings it out a little closer to the top of the key and then reverses direction. Gives it on the give and go to Davis. He splits the defense. And we have a foul, or is that a travel? No? I was waiting for some kind. I didn't see anybody make any signal. I'm guessing it was a travel since no one's being rang up for a foul here. Referee's got 3 of them out here, and I didn't see either one of them doing the hand motion for a travel. At any rate, here is Reed. Darion Reed, 6-foot freshman. Behind the back dribble to himself in the paint. Hook shot off the glass, good for 2. Reed now has 4 points. And after Collinsville shut Madison out 15-0 in the first quarter, Madison is off on a 6-0 run to start quarter number 2. Here's Chambers. Chambers gets stuck in between 2 players at a weird angle, kind of too far underneath the basket. And Collinsville turns the ball over again. And a shot by Madison won't fall. Rebound belongs to the Kahawks. Here is Horace. Horace stops, spins into the paint, off the glass. That one's soft enough to stay in. Nick Horace on the board for the first time. Back and forth we go. Here is Enlow. And 5.5 minutes left. We have a whistle, and somebody's shoe came off. That was Devin Davis. Lost a shoe. 5.5 to go here in quarter number 2. 17-6 in favor of Collinsville. JV team looking to stay undefeated at 8-0. Trammell over to Reed. Reed. Coach Young sounds frustrated. That's the thing about no fans. You can hear everything in here. Loose ball picked up by Enlow, and just outside takes the shot, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Horace with a head of steam. Up and in. Trojans bring the ball up. 5 minutes to go. Next stoppage in play will be a mask timeout. Here is Enlow. Enlow over on the far side to Trammell. Trammell bounces the ball into the perimeter for Tucker. Tucker backs it up again to Reed. Now we're outside the perimeter and a steal. Here comes Weisinger. Crossover and good for 2 more. Weisinger now with 4 points. Enlow. Back at middle court. Of course, these 2 teams don't usually play each other very much in the season. 4A school, 1A school, 5-second violation. Collinsville forces another Trojan turnover. On the varsity side, there have been some meetings in the past, particularly way back in the past when Madison used to be in the Southwestern Conference. We'll cover all that stuff during the varsity game. Mask timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Todd Duke and Andy Albertina back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here in Collinsville. 21-6. We have 4:15 left to play in quarter number 2. Up under the basket, Chambers was left all alone, and he didn't have a very hard time getting that one in, and Chambers now has 8 points. Trojans with the ball. Here is Enlow over onto the far side for Hayden. Hayden brings it from the sideline. 3-point shot. That one's nothing but net. First three-pointer made tonight by Madison. It took him 7 tries to finally sink one. And Hayden finally makes that happen, 23-9. Here's Devin Davis at the free throw line. No room. Kicks it back out. 3-point answer. No. Rebound. Oh, that's a foul, and Chambers is going to go back to the free throw line. Cameron Trammell will be called for his first foul. That is the team's 5th. And Zach Chambers at the free throw line. Missed his first 2, got fouled again, and then hit his next 2. And that one rattles and falls in. Mr. Peak. I found out the number 10 last name is Peak. That's all I found out. They moved a player up from the freshman team, I guess, to the JV team, and I'm pretty low on the pecking order, so I didn't find out about it. I'm just kidding. These guys have a lot on their mind. Missed on the next one. Rebound belongs to the Trojans, and here is Hayden. Hayden gets it to Enlow. Enlow backs up. Davis forcing the issue. And now on the move is Enlow, and dumps it off in the paint, and a foul. This one's going to come against Devin Davis. It'll be his first, just the team's second. And the inbound pass will come in from Enlow. Underneath of his basket, offset to the left, and it goes into the left corner for Trammell. He cuts across the lane, loses control of the ball. Ball on the ground, jump ball called. Trojans have the possession arrow. Freshmen played here earlier, but they played Redbud. Collinsville won 27-22. Close game all throughout. It was tied at 22 with about 90 seconds left, and then Collinsville clamped down and didn't allow another point by Redbud. So congratulations to the freshman team. Now we have the JV boys, followed by the varsity teams from Collinsville and Madison. Here is Enlow. Far side for Hayden. Back over here for Enlow. Enlow dribbles on over to the left wing, being watched by Clark. Clark stays with the spin move, then Davis takes over, and now a 3-point shot. That's a little bit too strong, and it comes down into the hands of Peak. Peak bounces it to Lorsback, and Collinsville transitions, but they turn the ball over. 8th turnover for Collinsville. Madison has 9. 2:39 left to play here in this first half. Here is Jalen Williams, the 6-foot freshman, checking back into the game. He'll take the place of Trammell. Collinsville keeps the same 5 out there. Trojans bring it up. Here's Enlow. Over on the far side wing for Hayden. Hayden thought about that 3 from the sideline over there. Now out front to Reed. Reed makes his move. Cut off by Wilkinson. Underhand shot. That won't go. And the rebound belongs to Lorsback. Lorsback with a head of steam up across the line. Over to into the for Peak. Here's Clark. Clark throws it back out front for Lorsback. Inside, and that's going to be a foul on the just inserted Jalen Williams. That'll be his second, I believe. Maybe his third. It is his third. So he didn't stay in the game very long. And back in is DeByron Boyd. Inbound pass coming in from Davis to Clark. Clark just outside the lane. Gives it back to Davis. Davis spin move, baseline, shot, no good. And Davis is going to go to the free throw line. So they're going to be on 3 or 23. One of the two guys wearing a 3. And it'll be number 3, Hayden. 7th team foul, so it would have been shooting anyway, but Davis is up there shooting 2. We're missing a point there. Davis misses the first one. Davis came in, having hit 11 of 18. Takes care of that one. 25-9, 150 left to play. First half. Almost through the first half. Here's Enlow over to Hayden. Hayden at the free throw line. Pulls up just in front of the free throw line. High off the glass. Misses the mark. Gets his own rebound. Turnaround put back. Good. Hayden's come off the bench and scored 7 of the 11 points up there for Madison. Here's Lorsback over to Peak. Peak back to Lorsback into the right-hand corner. He drives that right-hand baseline off the glass. Good for 2. Nice move by the 5'9 junior, Alex Lorsback. Inlow brings it up. Over to Hayden. Hayden will launch a 3 from the wing. That's a little too strong. Skips all the way out and out of bounds. We're down to 56.1 to go here in this second quarter. It was a beautiful day outside. Man, it was nice. After sub-freezing temperatures last week, we made it up to 55 and bright sunny skies today. It almost felt like 70. Here's Peak. Peak drives, dumps it off to Weisinger. Weisinger splits a defenseman and travels when he does so. Inbound pass comes in from Tucker to Enlow, and Enlow brings it up across the line for Madison. Enlow backs it up, 30 seconds left. Trying the outside lane, nothing there. Cut off by Davis, top of the key, and a three-point shot. A little high, and the rebound belongs to Madison, and they put it off the top of the rim, and it rolls right across the support beam there. And Trojans will turn the ball over for the 11th time. Comes with 19.5 seconds left, so Collinsville with a chance to add to their lead. Here's Davis. Davis at midcourt, 7 seconds. Davis bounces it into Clark. Clark turnaround off the glass, no good. Rebound is not going to be in time. And that is the way that the first half comes to an end. Collinsville 27 and Madison Trojans 11. We will take a timeout. We'll crunch the first half numbers for you, and we'll come back with the results. And we'll do that in just a minute here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. Times Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times Tribune. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, and we are at halftime of the JV boys game, 27-11. Collinsville has the lead. Collinsville did not allow a point by Madison in that first quarter, outscoring them 15-0. They added on one more point to that 15-point lead in the second quarter when they outscored the Trojans 12-11, and so Collinsville now has a 16-point lead after 2 quarters of play. Leading scorer in this one thus far is Zach Chambers for Collinsville. He has knocked down 9 points. Devin Davis has 6. And then 4 points each for Alex Lorsback, Nick Horace, and Jamori Weisinger for Collinsville. Only 2 players have scored for the Trojans. 7 by Mr. Hayden. That would be Devion Hayden. And 4 points by Berlwyn Reed. That's all the scoring for Madison. Here's a look at the other numbers. Rebound battle being taken care of by Collinsville, out-rebounding Madison 15-6. Madison has 11 turnovers to Collinsville's 9. And from the lines, Kahawks have hit 6 of 8 of their free throws, while Madison went 0 for 1. And each team has a three-pointer. Collinsville got theirs on just 3 tries, while Madison finally got one in there late, and they are 1 for 10. From beyond the three-point stripe. So that is where we stand right now. By the way, freshmen won. They played Redbud, not Madison, and the freshman Kahawks won 27-22. Close game all the way from start to finish. Well, I didn't get here at the start of it. I got here about just a couple minutes after the second quarter started. And every time I looked up, it was real close, including 22-22 with about 90 seconds left, and then Collinsville's defense clamped down and didn't allow Redbud to score another point. Therefore, Collinsville wins it 27-22 freshman ball. JV game, we're at halftime, 27-11. Eric Anderson and his JV boys trying to win 8 in a row and go 8-0 to start this season. We'll find out if they're going to do just that after we come back for the start of the second half in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, we are just about ready to start quarter number 3, 27-11 in favor of Collinsville. Varsity game will follow this one. We'll shut this one down, and then we'll fire everything back up for the varsity game. Makes it a lot easier to find on the old Kahok Sports Network YouTube channel when you go on later, and instead of having to go through 4 hours of footage to find the varsity game, I shut everything down, fire it back up. That way they're separated. Collinsville with the ball to start the second half. Clark into the corner for Lorsback. Lorsback comes out of the corner, over on the wing, gives it up now, and all the way around the horn it goes, but it ends up back on the left wing for Horace, underneath for Chambers, and Chambers becomes the first player in double digits in this game. He now has 11. That's as many points as Madison has as a team. Here are the Trojans on the offense, and a miss. Clark, nice job in midair, throwing that ball off a body. Probably while he was up in midair, he didn't see any white jerseys around, so instead of trying to tap it to someone, throw it off somebody wearing the green, and it's a turnover. Collinsville brings the ball back up. Here's Horace into the corner for Weisinger. Drives baseline and has that ball bounce off of his knee and out of bounds. So each team has turned the ball over in succession. Just about a minute gone here in this third quarter. Here is Darian Inlow. Inlow on the wing for Reed. Reed had 4 points in the first half. At the free throw line, picks up his dribble and gives it up for Boyd. Boyd into the perimeter and backs up. Collinsville's defense closes off those holes quickly. Over on the far side, Inlow. Inlow dribbles toward that left wing and then all the way back out. Loses control of the ball. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Collinsville. Lowers back. Headmans it up to Weisinger, and Weisinger couldn't make it fall in, so there's a rebound and a putback. Head to the free throw line for two. Collinsville only committed 2 fouls in that first half. And the first one in half number 2 belongs to Alex Lorsbach. At the free throw line, to Byron Boyd, looking for his first points. He'll wait a little longer. Boyd ready for another. And he misses that one as well. Rebound belongs to Clark and Collinsville. Clark gets the ball up to Lorsbach. Lorsbach only has Boyd to deal with. Gets across the timeline and hands it backwards to Weisinger. Weisinger over to Horace. Horace, far side sideline. Gives it up to Lorsbach. Lorsbach. On the wing, Weisinger. Clark hands it right back to Weisinger into the lane, and a baseline pass, but not a lot of room there for Chambers to move. Finally finds a little room, puts it off the fat part of the iron, and the Trojans take care of the rebound. Off the glass, nice drive there by Darian Inlow. He is first 2 points of this game, and the first points of the half. Second half, that is, for Madison. Here is Nick Horace over into the corner for Lorsbach. Lorsbach at the free throw line for Clark. Spits the defense off the glass. Good for 2. Matt Clark, his first 2 points of this game. Clark came in with 56 points. That's third on the team. I told you Wilkinson was the team leader with 72. Davis came in with 67. And almost another turnover by Madison and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Trojans, so they'll get to keep it. Inbound pass will come in underneath of the Madison basket. Triggered by Inlow. Inlow does so to Williams. Out front we go for Boyd. Boyd lost control of the ball, but it's picked up over there by Inlow. Inlow fires a three-point shot. That one skips right across the rim. Rebound put up, no good. And the next rebound belongs to Collinsville, but they turn the ball over to the Kahawks. And all the way back out front, Boyd, he lines up a 3, and it's a little bit short. Rebound, Collinsville. Lorsbach up to Weisinger. Weisinger off the, no, I didn't even touch the glass. He gets his own whatever that is and puts it back up. And the second whatever that is never made it to the rim or the backboard either. So the end result is that it turns into a Collinsville turnover. Here's Hayden. That is Inlow. Looked like 3, but turns out to be number 2. Hayden's all the way on the other side. Ball stays with Madison. Foul coming up to Collinsville. This one is going to go against Matt Clark. That'll be his first. Team's second, and that matches the 2 fouls Collinsville had in the first half of this game. Mask timeout has been called, so we will do the same. When they have a mask timeout, we take a mask timeout. We're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at Collinsville High School, you are looking at the floor at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here in Collinsville. 4:15 left to play in quarter number 3. And Collinsville leads 33-15. At the free throw line, it is Darian Enlow. And there is your first free throw made by the Trojans this afternoon. They were 0 for 3 until that one. Making both of them is Enlow, and he now has 4 points. Whoop. Count the bucket, count the bruise. Davis picks up his 7th and 8th points. And the first foul of the second half belongs to Jalen Williams, but that's the one guy who couldn't afford a foul because now he has 4. Boyd has 2, Trammell has 1, and Hayden has 1. Other than that, Williams has just as many, actually has 1 more foul than the rest of his teammates do. Miss for Davis. And a rebound for Collinsville, and it looks like we're going to have another free throw participant. This one's going to go against Trammell. I jinxed him. Now he has 2. Matt Clark to the free throw line. Clark on the year came in having hit 4 of 5. And this is the front end of this 2-point trip. And good on the next one. Trojans bring it back up. Here's Enlow. Over to Boyd. Boyd back at center court. Standing on the feathers of the Kahawk Indian logo at midcourt. Here's Enlow. At the free throw line, backs it up. Toward the front line of the volleyball court. Now he heads back toward the free throw line. Looking for someone to get it into, but everybody's covered, right? Except for Hayden over there, and there's Hayden. Into the corner it goes for Boyd. Back out front for Hayden. Back over this way for Enlow. He'll launch a 3 from that right wing, and he'll miss the whole thing. And Devin Davis tried to save it, but he ended up, he was like in midair trying to decide what to do, and by the time he figured it out, it was too late. He was caught in no man's land. Inbound pass coming in from Boyd. All the way back out at midcourt for Hayden. Hayden, spin move, free throw line, dumps it off the glass. That was a pretty good move there. And Tucker hits the scoreboard for the first time for Madison. 36-17. We're down to 3:05 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Lorsback. Lorsback over to Davis. Davis on the left wing. Decides to take it in himself, and they just parted the Red Seas there, man. It was like Davis started moving and everybody stood still, except for Davis. 38-17, Kahawks extend that lead. Started off at a 16-point lead to begin this half, and now it's at a 26-point lead, so Collinsville has added 10 points to their lead. Hayden directs traffic, hands the ball off to Boyd. Boyd just outside the lane, puts on a good move to get Davis out of his way, and then Boyd Follows his own shot, gets his own rebound, tries to put up a reverse layup underneath the basket. No good. Next rebound belongs to the Trojans. Here is Trammell. Trammell back out front to Inlow. Inlow. 3 from all the way across the other side of the court. No good. And we're going to have a foul called on Lorsbach. That'll be his second. It was not a shooting foul. They were both going up for a rebound, so just an inbound pass. Inlow to trigger it. Into the corner. Hayden brings it out of the corner. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Inlow trying to get past Weisinger. Weisinger clamped onto the ball. Boy, I tell you what, that was fast enough in that girls' game the other night, man. One person had a thumb on the ball while somebody was touching it. They called a jump ball. Here's Boyd in the paint. Takes the shot. He's fouled. He will go to the line for 2. This one looks like it might go against Wilkinson. Oh, they're going to call another one against Lorsbach. 2 in a row, 3 altogether. At the free throw line, Byron Boyd, who missed 2 to start this second half from the free throw line, and now he figures it out. Another one coming for the 5'8 freshman from Madison. The Byron Boyd misses that one. Rebound belongs to Davis for Collinsville. Brings it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson dumps it off to Horace just inside the paint, takes the shot, hits the inside of the rim, bounces off. Clark gets the rebound, turns around, puts it up, still won't go in. And now the rebound is going to be a jump ball called. This time the possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. So first time Collinsville has got the jump ball arrow in their favor. Madison did the previous 2 times. So Collinsville with 88 seconds left brings it in. Davis over to Horace. Horace dumps it off to Clark. One bounce, baseline, high off the glass, good for 2. Clark now with 5 points, all in this second half. Here's Boyd. Top of the key with 1:10 to go. Gets it to Hayden. Hayden almost lost control of that ball right by that baseline, and he travels. Skipped twice while he was on the right leg and the right leg only. Davis inbounds and then gets the ball right back. 60 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Here's Davis. Gives it to Lorsbach. Back to Davis. To Wilkinson. Davis now in the corner. Drives. Baseline. Glass. Good. Davis now has 12 points. We're down to the final 30 seconds here in quarter number 3. Here is Inlow right in front of his bench. Hayden. Boyd. Boyd gets between 3, but he did so because his feet were moving. 14.8 seconds to go for Collinsville after the travel gives the ball back to the Kahawks. Devin Davis with the inbound to Horace. Davis brings it up with 10 seconds to play. Gets it on the wing to Horace. Horace makes his move, spin move, baseline off the glass, at the buzzer, good. Nick Horace now with 6 points as he gets one just as time ran out there in that third quarter. So we head to the fourth quarter. Collinsville with a commanding lead, so we'll step aside for just a moment and bring you back that fourth quarter after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Fourth quarter underway here at Collinsville High School. Kahawks have a 26-point lead. They outscored Madison in that third quarter, 17-7. Added 10 points to their lead. Here is a foul, and so Boyd will head back to the free throw line. And Lorsback, I believe, will pick up his fourth. Yes, sir. Boyd has hit one of four free throws and misses that one. Lorsback's going to come out. Nick Horace is going to check back in. Boyd back at the free throw line. Can't hit the second one, and the rebound belongs to Josh Chambers, over the back of one of the Trojan players. Gets it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson's shot misses the mark. Rebound belongs to the Trojans. Here's Trammell back in there. And a shot. Good enough for two. For Boyd, his first two-pointer of the night. Collinsville brings it back up. Here's Weisinger. Top of the key, up underneath. Good little soft tip in there by Zach Chambers. Chambers now with 15 points here in this game. Collinsville out front 46-20. Here is Enlow. Free throw line. Pulls out, takes a three. No good. A little bit short. Rebound, however, belongs to Madison this time. Here is Enlow, and he travels. 15th turnover here for Madison in this game. Collinsville has 13. I'm sure they'd like to cut down on that as well. Peak will inbound the ball for the Kahawks, and he'll do so right at midcourt for Wilkinson. Wilkinson brings the ball into the paint, dumps it off, and there's another little soft touch basket by Zach Chambers. 28-point lead for Collinsville. Here's Boyd. Crosses the timeline. On the wing, Hayden, and Boyd gets it right back. Dumps it off over on the far side. Here comes another three-point shot. That one's good. Arian Enlow hits his team's second three-pointer of this game. Here comes Nick Horace for Collinsville. No opposition whatsoever all the way down the court for the 6-foot freshman. And Collinsville gets two of those points right back. Here's Boyd. Free throw line. Takes the shot. No good. Gets his rebound. Puts it up, and then it's good. And Collinsville bring it up with a 50-25 lead. Here is Horace. Free throw line. Into the paint. Takes the shot. Gets the nice roll underneath. Right across the top of the rim and in. Horace now hit the 10-point plateau. He's in double digits. Here's Boyd once again. Puts up a shot and a prayer. No good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. Nick Horace. Over to Wilkinson. Into the corner for Weisinger. Weisinger cuts through the lane. Now heads toward the basket. Takes the shot. Good for two. Jamoria Weisinger now with 6 points on the evening. And a dump off. That was a weird play. And that one falls in for Jordan Griffin. The 6-foot sophomore is into the game for the first time. That was one of the weirder shots you'll see. Over to Horace. Horace gets it to Weisinger. Weisinger almost bounced it off of his ankle. Back to Horace it goes. Dumps it off to Chambers. Chambers muscles his way in, rolls right around the rim, won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to Madison. Trojans bring it up with 4:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Into the paint, another dump off, this one to Griffin again, and then back out front we'll go. Here's a three-point shot, top of the key, a little short for Trammell, but the rebound belongs to Griffin, and that one's no good. And Collinsville ends up with the next rebound as we approach 4 minutes to go here in this. And a travel by Chambers. I don't even know why he shuffled his feet because he had plenty of time and plenty of room to make that basket, but at any rate, he didn't. 54-27 in favor of Collinsville. Mask timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside for the same thing, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. Andy Albertina is on the camera. We'll have Dr. Chris McCluskey along for the varsity game. 4:04 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville very well out front, 54-27. As the JV Kahawks look to improve to a perfect 8-0. Here is DeByron Boyd. Boyd right in front of his bench for Reed. Reed loses the ball, picks it up, gives it up for Griffin. Bounce pass that was intended for someone else, but it rolled all the way out to Williams. And back out front we go now for Boyd. Boyd just outside the lane, tries to throw it up underneath, but there was no one there, off of Chambers' head. And then a shot put up, and no good for Williams. And then the rebound belongs to Collinsville. And then a whistle will follow, and Jalen Williams has fouled out of this game. He is not very happy about it either. Seems like every time he went in there, he committed a foul. He was held out for all of the third quarter because he had 4 fouls, and they brought him in with 3:30 left, and he commits his 5th. Here's Lorsback. Gets it all the way up to Peak. Peak skirts that far sideline. Gives it back to Weisinger. Over to Lorsback. Lorsback to Horace. Inside to Clark. Back to Horace on the run in the paint. Has it knocked out of his hands. Collinsville commits their 14th turnover. And with a head of steam, Reed takes the shot. Good. Reed's first points here in the second half. He now has 6. Weisinger up to Lorsback. Lorsback dumps it off to Peak. Peak will take a 3-point shot from where he stands, and it rattles home. Second three-pointer made tonight by Collinsville. They've only taken 4 shots. There's a shot by Madison. Rebound by Collinsville. Weisinger all the way down and off the glass, good for 2. Weisinger now with 8. And Collinsville has a 30-point lead. That means we'll have running clock for the rest of the game, but there's only 2:25 left, so highly unlikely that'll come into much of an effect. In the paint, the big tall kid is Javon Campbell, 5'9" sophomore. Out front to Reed. Reed dribbles all the way under the right wing. That's shut out. So he hands the ball off to Boyd. Boyd, free throw line, tries to split the defense, but a foul. Either on Peak, and it is going to be on Peak. Thought it was either going to be Peak or Matt Clark. Collinsville's 6th foul. And the clock does continue to run, even though play is stopped. And we're down to a final minute 45 left in this one. Reed set to inbound. Does so to Campbell. And a poked ball that's going to go out of bounds off of the hands of Weisinger. So we'll do it all over again. Only this time it'll come from in front of the scorer's table. Hayden inbounds, does so to Boyd. Boyd. Free throw line, throws it away. Trying to find Reed over there, but threw it behind Reed. And that's a turnover. 1:13 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And the ball comes into Peak. Peak in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline. 1 minute to go. And into the paint. Peak takes the shot. No good. Rebound by Clark. His shot bounces off and right into the hands of a Trojan player. And then Lorsback knocks it out of bounds. As the clock continues to move with 40 seconds left to play. Inbound pass comes in for Hayden. Hayden into the perimeter. Kicks it back out for Boyd. Boyd, spin move, splits the defense in the paint, and Clark gets ball, but did he get body before he got ball? And that's who they're going to call it on. We'll see. And not going to matter much as the clock continues to run. Matt Clark picks up foul number 2, and at the free throw line is Boyd, and he might not have enough time to get off 2 shots. We're down to 10 seconds. First one no good, and he may not have time for a second one. Well, they're going to leave 1 second on there so he can shoot both of them. And he misses that one as well, and the game's over. 59-29 is your final score. The JV K-Hawks improve to 8-0 on the year. And that's going to do it for the JV portion of our program. We're going to shut everything down and fire everything back up for the varsity game. And that will be coming your way in just a little while on the K-Hawk Sports Network.